The winds of change are blowing through the Santiago Bernabéu, and at the heart of this transformation stands Xabi Alonso. The former midfield maestro's arrival as Real Madrid's new head coach marks the beginning of a new era, one that could redefine careers, revive underutilized talent, and shift the balance of power in the dressing room. 4 years, under Carlo Ancelotti's steady hand, Real Madrid thrived on experience. The Italian tactician, known for his loyalty to senior players and decorated names, built a hierarchy rooted in trust, legacy, and reputation. But that regime has now ended. In steps Xabi Alonso, a modern coach with fresh ideas and a different philosophy. For Alonso, it's not about the name on the back of the shirt, it's about performance, hunger, and adaptability. And that shift could spell a complete reinvention of Real Madrid's lineup and culture. One player who could benefit the most from this tectonic change is none other than Turkish wonderkid Arda Güler. A prodigious talent signed with high expectations, Güler's minutes were limited under Ancelotti. Injuries and stiff competition kept him on the periphery. But now, the slate is clean. Alonso is known for his trust in youth. During his tenure at Bayer Leverkusen, he turned promising talents into title challengers. His reputation as a developer of young stars precedes him, and that's precisely why there's renewed optimism surrounding Güler's role in the upcoming season. In a recent interview with the Turkish press, Emre Belözoğlu, current Antalyaspor manager and former Fenerbahçe and Inter Milan star, shared his thoughts on Güler's situation. A close observer of Turkish football and a supporter of young Turkish talents abroad, Belözoğlu's perspective carries weight. Arda is one of those rare players who can change the course of a match in a moment, Belözoğlu said. He plays with imagination, under pressure, and still manages to create something magical. You don't see that very often anymore. The admiration didn't stop there. Belözoğlu was adamant that Güler is destined for greatness, if given the platform. And with Alonso now calling the shots, he believes that platform might finally be on the horizon. With Xabi Alonso, I believe we'll witness a very different Arda Güler, he declared. Not just a more confident version of him, but a more complete footballer who understands his role, earns his minutes, and thrives within the team structure. Indeed, Güler's situation at Real Madrid has been complicated. Signed amidst fanfare and excitement, his debut season was marred by stop-start appearances and the occasional injury. For a player of his age, rhythm and confidence are essential, and both were hard to come by. Alonso's system, however, could be the perfect fit. Known for fluid positional play, high pressing, and quick transitions, his tactics rely on technically gifted players who can operate in tight spaces. Güler fits that mold like a glove. When asked whether a loan move could help Güler rediscover consistent form and minutes, Belözoğlu shook off the suggestion. For him, this is where the boy becomes a man. Arda doesn't run away from the fight, he said. He thrives in adversity. He grows when things get difficult. That's the type of mentality you need at Real Madrid. He's not looking for the easy route. He wants to surf the toughest waves. Such confidence is not misplaced. Güler's performances in limited minutes last season showed flashes of brilliance. From his vision to his composure in the final third, everything pointed to a player who just needed more time on the pitch. Now, under a manager who values internal competition and performance-based rewards, Güler might finally get that time. And if he does, Real Madrid fans could witness the rise of a new creative force in midfield. Alonso's project is still in its infancy, but early signs suggest he will place his trust in youth, especially those hungry to prove themselves. That gives Güler not only hope, but a real opportunity. As pre-season nears and the squad prepares for the Club World Cup and La Liga opener, all eyes will be on the young Turkish star. A new era has begun, and for Arda Güler, it could be the beginning of something extraordinary.